So, something that is very characteristic of abusers, or really just toxic people in general, is that they are dream killers, or they're destiny swappers. So they'll either highly criticize you about whatever it is that you are dreaming for yourself or trying to take steps towards for yourself, um, or you're really good at it and they want it for themselves somehow, or they directly want to benefit from it and feel entitled to whatever you receive. It should be for them. Um, or pulling a Gwyneth Paltrow, taking the script from your friend's house and getting that movie role. Yeah. Um, it's really interesting to see, you often see it with parents and, partners, friends. You might be trying to start taking steps towards something that feels really emotionally fulfilling for you and is like a part of your personal expression. So you might be thinking that, oh, I want to do music. I want to perform. I want to start singing, singer songwriter, and you may have family that's unsupportive, and they may tell you, like, for example, that your voice isn't good or that you can't play. For example, there's someone that I sing with, and yesterday he had mentioned to me, he said, oh, I was going to bring my guitar, but my wife didn't want me to embarrass myself. Now, I'm not in a position to say anything directly to this person, but I immediately was like, no, how do you get good unless you're trying? How do you feel comfortable playing in front of people unless you start to play in front of other people? And the most supportive people during that kind of very rough process should be those who are closest to you. Or maybe you're in a group of people who are all going toward the same thing. So maybe it's like a writer's group and everybody's writing and reading each other's writing, and you get support and encouragement as well as like constructive criticism. Or you go to the open mic night and everyone's very supportive. Even if maybe you got so nervous that your blood pressure went up, your heart's racing, and so your songs come out and they don't sound the way that you intended them to sound. Sometimes you have like a tall poppy syndrome thing, which is when you stand out for some reason, people people cut it off. If you grew taller, we hate that. So a good example is, so let's say you're a singer and you have a very unique voice. So the gentleman yesterday actually does. I think he's got this very delicate kind of like tremolo soprano falsetto, that I just think is an incredible voice. And his wife told him that he sounds sorrowful when he sings. And I was like, well, I don't get that. But maybe that's how she's reading this, like, little vibrato you've got going on. But you have an extremely unique voice. And so sometimes when people are not oriented positively toward you, they're not giving you the benefit of the doubt. They are seeing you not through rose colored glasses, but through shard covered glasses, the worst possible way to look at you. So let me give a good example. There's a song from a movie called "Oh Brother Where Art Thou," "Oh Brother Where Art Thou," that is perfect for the movie, perfect for the tone, perfect for the age, time, vibe, all of it. But if you sang that way to someone who hates you, they might think that you're a terrible singer and can't sing, and that you should never sing again. All right, so let me back up from the mic just really quickly. I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen troubles all my days. All right, so that iconic, right? But also extremely distinct, extremely unique, extremely identifiable. And if you are with an abusive type of person, they're going to hear that and go, well, why don't you sing like a normal person? That sounds terrible. You sound, I don't know, maybe whiny. It definitely has like a rougher sound to it. So you could have a parent or a partner or a friend who sits there and says, well, a correct vocalist would blah 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 and this and that, and I'm just telling you what's accurate. You get that a lot with the Auteasy guys, of which my dad was one. So I'm speaking from personal experience. My dad basically was like, you shouldn't sing. You should just be a dancer and like do ballet. So yeah, he sucked. I actually have a fine voice. It's all right. I don't sing in front of people generally. I had a horrible experience way back when, so I was just like, never again. But the nitpicky, the dream killers, someone who actually cares about you and your personal interests and gifts, like where you're feeling internally pulled and oriented to. If they see something that maybe might need a little support or is not optimal, like they might mention it to you because they want you to get better, but it's not going to be in a way that basically shuts you down and says you shouldn't do this. And it'll also be among compliments. You're going to hear specificity about, what sounds great or what looks great, and ways that are really empowering for you as a person. So I am firmly a believer that we are all on this earth to do something very specific that only we can do. Our specific constellation of interests and skills, you can't really replicate that among people. Even if someone tries to like steal your destiny by trying to pretend to be like you. But you are a unique person. You get to be a person. And you also get to be a person who's not good at stuff. There is no rule that says if you can only do things if you're good at them, because then no one would ever do things. You always have to have a run up where you're practicing and you're getting better and you're getting improvement and you're getting feedback, like constructive feedback. And so you never, the path of the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step or whatever it is. If someone looked at the one step and was like, you're terrible at it. None of us would ever walk. Sorry, baby, you just suck at this. That's objectively true. So you should don't even try walking. That's what these people are like. That's not how we build skills. We build skills by trying, and then we go, oh, I like this, but I didn't like this, so let me try to do more of this, less of this, right? And anyone who loves you and actually cares about you and is giving you the benefit of the doubt as a person is not going to be using this as an excuse to shit all over you, right? They want to see you develop. They want to see you become good at the things you want to become good at. Or even if the goal isn't to be good, the goal is to just have fun, right? That's a valid goal too. So one thing I would say to victims of abuse though, like a little caveat, is that because of the way abusers treat us, we can be looking for validation from other people. And so sometimes we attempt to do this out in the world. And that is trap all day. Because then you become desperate for the validity. People can read that desperation, and then that's often when you get like people who don't want to validate you in the thing that you're doing, because they, no one wants to feel like you're being pushed into giving someone validation. The things that you're doing that are speaking to your soul should be things that you love doing it so much it doesn't matter what other people think, right? You're okay, it's not my business what you think. you keep trying it, you keep doing it, you get better. That decision compounding, that action compounding, that moves you toward you doing a thing that only you can do. And I think the world needs more of that. Anyway, I hope this makes sense, and I'll talk to you next time.